Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to my video. Last week in my university vlog video, someone asked me in the comments how do Turkish people react to foreign students and how do they behave. If you don't know me yet, I'm living in Turkey for about 2.5 years. Am I satisfied? Yes, of course. Am I going to stay here forever? No. In this video, I'm going to talk about Turkish people behavior, personality, and my experiences. I don't go out much, but I have met a lot of Turkish people. I don't have a Turkish friend, but I've talked to them, I've met them, and they are so kind, they are so friendly, and they are nice people. I have never faced a bad or toxic Turkish person, but I've heard many stories. And at first when I came here, I didn't know any Turkish language, and English was the only language I could communicate. But the problem was they don't know English. Many of them, of course. Many of them don't know English, and it was so hard to communicate. And they didn't even try. I mean, okay, I'm foreign, I don't know Turkish, I can't understand you. But they just would speak Turkish like you're a native. And it didn't matter if you don't understand. For example, me personally, if a foreign person come to me and, for example, imagine that we don't have any language in common, at least I try to let him or her know what I'm saying or what I'm talking about. With body language, with some words that I know from their language or English, I try to communicate and let them know what I mean. But it didn't happen here. They don't try to communicate if you don't know Turkish. Of course, some Turkish people know Turkish, but many of them doesn't. So that's why I decided to start learning Turkish language, and I did. But at first I wasn't so good. I couldn't communicate like a native person, and they didn't help me. For example, whenever I was talking to someone, it was obvious that I'm a foreign girl and I'm not native in this language, so maybe they could just speak a little bit slower. It could help me to understand, but they wouldn't. They would just speak like you're a native, so fast, and I would be like, okay, tamam, tamam. That's the problem. They don't care if you don't know the language or you're foreign. And I don't say all of them, not all of them, of course, but many of them. The fun fact is they don't learn English, but many of them learn Russian. But Russian is much harder. And you know why? Because many Russian people come here to Turkey, and especially Antalya, and mostly they learn Russian to business, or guys learn Russian to flirt with girls, and because of Russian girls. The most guys actually here knows Russian because of that, and yeah, but they prefer to don't learn English. Turkish language is kinda informal. They rarely speak formal language. For example, in workplace, they don't call each other with last names. They call each other with first names, and they add just Mrs. or Mr., these kind of things. But for example, in my country, you cannot call your colleague by first name. It's not appropriate. But here, it's so normal. And in the streets or in many places, if, for example, someone wants to ask you a question or anything and they don't know your name, they just call you abla or abi. Abla means bigger sister, older sister, and abi means older brother. It was kind of weird. It sounds weird to me. I don't know. Maybe in your country it's normal, but it's not formal to call someone you don't know older brother or older sister. And if the person they want to talk to is much, much older, they call it teyze or amca. Teyze means aunt, and amca means uncle. Does it only sound weird to me, or it's also weird to you? I don't know. It's not formal in my country to do that. And we speak in a really formal language when we don't know the person. I have never been in a relationship with a Turkish guy, but I've heard they are so toxic in relationships. It doesn't matter, girls and boys. I've heard they are so toxic, most of them. The fact is, they are so aggressive. Normally, Turkish people are aggressive, and mostly men. And in relationship, they don't trust. They have trust issues, and the fact is, they cheat a lot, and mostly men. They cheat a lot. Even in their movies or series, they cheat a lot. So that's why they have trust issues. They control each other, and it's a toxic relationship. So for that reason, I never wanted to date a Turkish guy. Even though their relationships are toxic, they love marriage. They get married so soon. And actually, it's a funniest story. One time in Halloween, the first Halloween that I was here, I was at a Halloween party and I wanted to do my makeup. I didn't yet, I was on the line, and a Turkish guy came to me. He had a Joker makeup, so I couldn't see his face, not at all. It was full of makeup. And he started talking to me, and actually he knew Persian, my tongue language. He knew Persian very well. At first I thought he's Iranian, and I asked him. He said, "No, I'm Turkish. I've been in Iran and I learned the language there." So we just chatted a little bit, maybe for maximum 5 minutes, and then I left. And my mother was over there. Then he realized that that's my mother, and he went to my mother and he told her, "I want to marry your daughter." And my mother was shocked, of course, and laughed because she took it as a joke. She laughed, and the guy just said so seriously, "I'm not joking. I really want to marry your daughter." And I was laughing too because it was so funny. You just know me for 5 minutes. I didn't even see your face. And now you want to marry me? Yeah, it was really funny. And he kept trying to talk to me. I told him, of course, no, I don't want to get married. And I don't have plan to get married right now or anytime soon. So it's not possible. But he tried a lot to talk to me. I went on a date with him and we talked a little bit, but I didn't like him actually. I didn't want him at all. And I didn't want to go into any other date, but he was insisting and I had to block him finally. But this story was so funny. They love marriage, they get married so soon, but the problem is they cheat a lot, especially men. Even you can watch in their series and movies that men and women are always cheating. I don't know why. Okay, if you want to cheat, so why do you get married in the first place? I don't understand that part. I've talked to many Turkish people and they all want a foreign person to get married to and get in a relationship and these stuffs. They don't want other Turkish girls or guys because they know that they are toxic. When I talk to a Turkish girl, they are like Turkish guys and girls are toxic in relationship and this kind of things. And even Turkish guys says the same thing. And I've heard it from themselves a lot that they are toxic in relationships, unfortunately. Turkish people and Iranian people have so much in common. For example, both countries drink tea a lot. It doesn't matter if it's cold or if it's hot, we drink tea. Not coffee, tea. And especially men. Men drink tea a lot. Even if it's like, I don't know, 40 degree outside or inside, they drink it. It doesn't matter. The university I'm studying in is an international university. And I'm studying business administration in English. In my class, like 50% of the students are foreign and the other 50% are Turkish. Not all the Turkish students can speak English very well, but some of them do. And I didn't get connected with them. Mostly I speak with foreign students. But a few weeks ago, a Turkish girl came to me to get connected and we started talking. But our personality was so different, so I didn't continue it. It's so hard for me to find a friend. I don't know what should I do. I'm trying so hard, but I need a friend. It doesn't matter, Turkish, other countries, doesn't matter. I need a friend to hang out with sometimes. If you like this video, let me know in the comments and I'll tell you about other countries' personality more, because I've met many people from different countries in Antalya and I can tell you about them. If you liked it, please let me know in the comments and don't forget to like the video and also subscribe to my channel for more videos. And also if you like to, you can just follow my Instagram and TikTok. You can just search Raya in Wonderland. Love you and goodbye.